Hi, flute players. We're going to start with some head joint exercises. The first thing we want to do is make sure that the thick part of the metal plate is what's against our mouth, our chin. We're going to say the letter M, and as we do, we're going to smile and make sure the corners are pulled back. Our lips should thin out in this way. We don't want to pucker. The way our mouth is shaped when we play is called the embouchure. We also want to make sure that the flute is nice and firmly pressed against our chin, like this. This is part of what's going to help us keep a good tone. I also should feel a little bit of the edge of the hole against the part of my lip where it changes color. That's how I know I'm aiming in the right direction. With our corners pulled back and a small opening between our lips going out over the hole, we should get a sound like this. Try that again with me. If you're not getting a sound out right away, you might not be using enough air. The way that we want to press air across the hole is with our diaphragm. It's a small muscle that is right below our rib cage and right above our stomach, and you can actually feel the diaphragm moving when you cough or when you laugh like Santa Claus. That's where we want to push the air from, and we want to use enough air that we get a sound, again, like this. One trick that I want you to try is holding your hand in front of your mouth. Whenever you blow warm air onto your hand, it just sort of feels like the air goes all around. But when I blow cold air onto my hand, I can feel the air hitting a very specific spot of my hand. So I want you to try and blow cold air into the center of your hand. Ready? Go. Now, without moving your head up or down, I want you to try and keep your hand right in the center where it was and move your cold air stream from the center of your hand to the middle of your fingers, like this. See if you can move it back and forth. Now try to aim cold air towards the center of your hand and send that cold air to the bottom of your hand toward your wrist. Now try to aim your air from the center to the very tip of your finger, back to the center in the very bottom of your hand, like this. Great job. So, if you're able to do that, then you're going to use the same control of your air direction to blow into the flute and get this sound. If you're not getting that sound yet, think about aiming your airstream in a different direction. Maybe you want to aim it more towards the tip of your fingers, or maybe you want to aim it more towards the bottom of your hand. Try some different ways until you get this note. You can also try getting a different note by putting your hand over the opening of the other side, and it will sound like this. Now that I'm getting a sound on my head joint, I'm going to try some different patterns with the head joint. I'm going to use air to separate the notes, and this is the rhythm I'm going to do. I'll do the rhythm, and then I want you to try and echo it back to me. Here it is. I'm going to do that rhythmic pattern again, and this time I want you to play it with me. 1, 2, here we go. Nice job. Here's a new pattern. I'll play it, and then you play it back to me. This time I want you to play that pattern with me 2 times in a row. 1, 2, here we go. Great job! Try to make up your own patterns, or try to do some of these patterns while closing the bottom hole.